Good day, everyone. So, have you ever borrowed money from a friend or lent money to someone? If so, you might have charged or paid interest on that amount. So, interest has two parts, which are simple and compound. But for now, I will talk all about simple interest. So for our learning targets or objectives, we have defined simple interest, compute simple interest, maturity value, and present value, and lastly, solve problems involving simple interest. So, since meron tayong mga unfamiliar terms, ifa-familiarize ko muna kayo sa mga gagamitin nating terms. So, first is the simple interest. So, it is the interest charge on the principal alone for the entire duration or period denoted as T of the loan or investment at a particular rate denoted as R. After the term of the loan or investment, the maturity value or future value denoted as F is computed by getting the sum of the principal and the interest due. So, sa principal, it is the original amount of money borrowed or invested. So, sa principal, ito yung hawak mo lang na pera or magkano yung inutang mo na pera. For example, umutang ka ng 5,000 pesos. So, ang principal natin dun is 5,000 pesos since yun lang naman yung inutang mo. So, for that time, it is the length of time for which interest is earned or charged on the investment or loan respectively. So, yung time, it is the duration. Kung gaano mo ba katagal babayaran yung utang mo. For example, 6 months, 1 year, 8 months. So, gaano mo siya katagal babayaran. Of course, we also have rate. So rate, this is the rate of interest that is charged or earned during a specified time period. So si rate, naka-percentage format siya, but si rate kasi yun yung pinapatong na porsyento dun sa principal para makuha natin yung interest. So, kumbaga ito yung tubo natin. Para, kumbaga hindi ka naman magpapautang ng walang tubo, 'di ba? So, ito yung patong mo or ito yung dagdag mo para tumubo ka. And then, si maturity value or future value, it is the sum of the principal plus the interest. It is the total, ano? So, ito na yung kabuuan. Kunyari, nag-utang ka ng 5,000. Tapos, yung interest mo is 500. So, si maturity value mo is 5,500. Magkano yung babayaran mo ng kabuuan kasama na yung interest? Since you guys are familiar with those terms, let us now proceed to the formulas that we're gonna use. So we have a 5 formulas here. The first one is the simple interest is equals to PRT, which is, ano bang meaning ng PRT na to, diba? So si P is present value or principal, si R is the rate, and then T is time. Anong gagawin dyan? Ang gagawin natin dyan is ipapag-multiply lang natin yung tatlo. Si present value, si rate, and si time. Pag na-multiply na nating tatlo na 'to, ang makukuha natin dito is si simple interest. So, para makuha naman natin si future value or maturity value, we can use these two different formula. So, the first one is future value or maturity value is equals to present value plus interest or simple interest. Ito yung pinakamadali kasi ipapagtas lang naman natin yung kinuha mong pera o yung pera mo dati na inutang mo, tsaka yung tubo. Pero minsan kasi hindi agad given si ano, 'di ba? Si anong tawag dito? Si simple interest. So pwede rin nating i-substitute to. So F is equals to P, and then unahin mo natin yung nasa parentheses since sundan natin yung PEMDA. So, 1 plus RT. So, imu-multiply mo muna si RT, tapos ipa-plus kay 1, tsaka po natin siya imu-multiply kay P. So, medyo hassle siya, no? But, kaya kapag given na si simple interest, po pwede naman natin na siyang, ito yung gamitin, yung F is equals to P plus simple interest. For getting the present value or the principal, we also have two formulas which are the simple interest over RT or the product of rate and time, or principal is equals to future value minus simple interest. So for the formula of rate, we have simple interest over the product of present value or the principal times time. And then for the time, we have the simple interest over PR, which represents present value and rate. Um, Remind ko lang kapag kumukuha tayo ng rate, it should be in percentage form. So, kung naka-decimal form siya, ita-times natin 'yun sa 100 para makuha natin si percentage form. So, kapag sa time naman, kinukuha natin diyan is year format. So, kapag given is months, i-di-divide pa natin siya sa 12 para makuha natin si year format. For example, 6/12. Yung 6 na yun is equivalent siya ng 6 months. Saan mo nakuha yung 12? Yung 12 na yun is a representation of the year since meron tayong 12 months per year. So, instead na 6 yung ilagay mo dun, ilalagay natin is 0.5. Okay, so proceed tayo sa table na to. So, nakikita niyo yan, yung 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 na yan. Sasagutan natin yan using those formula. So, first, kukuha na natin si rate, ano? So, pag kinuha natin si rate, ito yung formula ni rate. I-multiply muna natin itong nasa denominator, itong may mga parentheses na to. So, 25,000 multiply 2 divide 12. Again, bakit siya 2 divide 12? Kasi 2 months yung given na time, tapos i-divide natin siya sa 12 because year format tayo. So, sorry. Ayan. Since nakikita nyo dito, diba, 4,166.666666. So, sobrang daming 6. Instead na ilagay natin yung madaming 6 na yan, pwede natin siyang gawing 4,166.67 kasi itong 4,000 na madaming 6 na to, it is called as repeating decimals. Kapag tatlo na yung numbers na magkakasunod na paulit-ulit, ibig sabihin, repeating decimals na siya. So, pwede na tayong mag-conclude sa ganitong 4,166.67. So, ang ating sagot ay, kapag dinivide natin si 150 at 4,166.67, ang ating magiging sagot ay 0.035. Tapos times natin siya sa 100 para makuha natin si percentage. And then, since 3.59 yung kasunod, pwede na tayong mag-round off ng, so magiging ano siya, 3.6%. So, ayun na yung rate natin. Okay, proceed naman tayo sa number 2, which is the principal. So, for getting the principal, again, i-multiply ulit natin yan sa denominator, no? Since 1 lang naman siya, so same lang naman yun, no? 0.05. And then, 1,200 divide 0.05. Yun na yung principal or present value natin, which is 24,000. Don't forget to put the peso sign or the PHP. And then, kapag sa rate naman, kailangan meron tayong percentage. Okay, for number 3, time yung hinahanap natin. So, it's either months or year or whatsoever. So, ayan. Ito yung formula niya. So, i-multiply lang ulit natin si 150,000 kay 0.04. So, 6,000 yan, ano? So, i-divide natin siya kay... So, 30,000 divide what? 6,000. Para makuha natin si time. So, ang sagot is 5. 5 months or 5 years? Of course, 5 years. Okay. So, number 4. Interest na yung hinahanap natin. Patapos na. Okay, ito naman yung formula ng interest, diba? PRT. So, i-multiply lang natin lahat ng given na yun. So, 2 million times 0.08 or 8% times 5 is 800,000. Yun na yung interest natin. But since yung number 5 natin, hinahanap pa din si maturity value or future value, ipapag-add lang natin si 2 million and 800,000. So, ang magiging sagot dyan is 2,800,000. Okay, since complete na ang ating table, paano natin malalaman if tama ba yung sagot natin? So, i-multiply nyo lang si 25,000, 3.6%, 2 months over 12 times 150. I-check nyo nga kung tama yung maturity value natin. Sorry, yung interest natin. Again ha, 25,000 times 3.6 times 2 over 12. Dapat ang sagot natin is 150. And then, para makuha si maturity value, 25,000 plus 150. That's why it is 25,150. And then, sa susunod naman, yung 24,000 times 5% times 1 year is 1,200. So, 24,000 plus 1,200 is 25,200. And then, 150,000 times 4% times 5 is 30,000. And then, 150,000 plus 30,000 is 180,000. Lastly, 2 million times 8% times 5 is 800,000. And then 2 million plus 800,000 is 2,800,000. So, ayan. Tama yung ating na-compute. So, after nyan, syempre, nasa objectives natin ng number 3. Kailangan daw matuto tayo sa mga world problem. That's why meron tayong prepare na world problem dito. So, an OFW in Dubai remitted 800,000. His wife invested this amount in 2 different accounts. Part A was placed in a high-yield PPI bond earning 6.5% simple interest. Part B was placed in a cooperative savings account earning 4% simple interest. After 1 year, the total interest earned from both accounts was 44,500. How much was invested in each account? Okay, so, ba't ganun no? Parang ang hirap niya, ang hassle niyang gawin, samantalang kayo na ang dali lang. So, intindihin natin siya. Ang hinahanap natin ay dalawa, si Part A at saka si Part B. Kung magkano yung principal amount nilang dalawa, ni Part A at saka ni Part B. Knowing that there is difference between the percentage or the rate, but same lang naman sila ng year. Again, sabi dito, yung total daw is 800,000 na principal. Tapos yung total interest nila is 44,500. Okay. So, again, hinahanap natin is si Principal A and si Principal B. Same lang naman siya ng formula, pero bakit ganun? Parang naiba, no? So, same lang naman siya. Since meron lang tayong nahati na Part A and Part B, kaya nagkaroon ng IA dyan at IB, tsaka PA and PB. So, yan pa din yun, interest pa din to na pinaghiwalay lang natin para mas malinaw, and then is equals to principal A plus principal B, correct pa rin naman, R times T. Okay, so, since magkaiba rin sila ng rate, i-elaborate lang natin or expound lang din natin. So, interest A plus interest B equals present value A or principal A times R A or rate A times T plus principal B times rate B times T. Okay, so since meron naman tayong given na rate tsaka ni time, isubstitute na natin at tsaka pala ni interest, diba, which is the 44,500. So, ayan. Substitute lang natin. And then, i-multiply lang natin yung mga dapat i-multiply, yung mga nasa parenthesis. So, ayan. So, para makuha natin si initial na PA, para makuha natin yung exact PB, next stage, mag-divide tayo both sides, which is yung 0.065 para makuha natin si initial PA. So, divide natin. So, cancel na yan, no? Cancel na si 0.065. So, ang mangyayari, i-divide lang din natin si 44,500 kay 0.065. So, use your calculator to compute this two. and tsaka yung 0.04 and 0.065. So, yan, compute nyo na. If same tayo, ayan, tama ba? Ganun din yung lumabas sa inyo. Okay. 0.615 yung lalabas sa inyo dito, no, sa may PB. But since, pwede naman siyang i-round off, kaya siya naging 0.62, negative 0.62. So, tandaan nitong given na to, ha? Itong lumabas na yan. So, next tayo. Sabi kanina, ang total daw ni principal value is 800,000. So, since meron tayong initial value ni PA, magko-combine like terms lang tayo. So, since etong negative 0.62 na to, plus PB na to, kita niyo yung PB, wala siyang number, 'di ba? So, ibig sabihin, meron siyang tinatawag na invisible. So, yung invisible na yun, equivalent na invisible is 1. So, compute nyo, negative 0.62 plus 1 is what? Compute. Okay po, 0.38. Ayan. So, para maka-cancel out natin siya, makuha natin si value ng PB. So, maka-cancel out si 0.38 kasi same lang naman to eh, 'di ba? Paano po nakuha tong 115,384.62 na to? Minus natin si 800,000, guy. 684,615.38. So, try to compute nga if tama yung nakuha ko dito. Okay. And then, since nag-cancel tayo dito, nag-divide tayo ng 0.38, we have to put also here the 0.38 para ma-divide natin to. So, i-divide nyo nga. Ayan. Yan na yung value or yan na yung amount ng principal B natin. So, 303,647.74. Since meron na tayong value ni principal B, madali na nating mahanap si principal A. Kasi sabi nga kanina, 'di ba, si principal A at si principal B, kapag pinagsama daw sila or yung total nila is 800,000. So, isubstitute lang natin si PB. So, si PA or si principal A plus 303,647.74 equals to 800,000. So, anong gagawin natin dyan? I-divide natin siya. Anong gagawin? Yeah, pwede na rin natin siyang i-minus. Kasi, yun na yun eh. Hinahanap na lang natin yung value ni A. Kaya ang value ni A is 496,356.26. Ipag-plus nyo si PA and PB. Check if 800,000 ba yung lumabas. So, ayan. 800,000 yung principal nila. So, ang answer natin is part A was invested with 496,356.26 pesos in a high-yield BPI bond, and part B was invested with 303,643.74 in cooperative savings account. Okay, for the next problem solving, we have to cover a medical emergency. Miguel pawns his laptop at a sanglaan or the pawn shop in Manila for 15,000 on March 15. The pawn shop charges 3% simple interest per month. He redeems the laptop on May 20. If the pawn shop uses ordinary simple interest, how much interest does he pay? So, since meron tayong given na dun, substitute na lang natin to. Ang formula naman natin is simple interest is equals to PRT, or PRT means principal times rate times time. So, substitute lang natin tong tatlo, tas multiply lang natin. But maybe if you are wondering why it is 2.5, it is because balikan natin to. Sabi kasi dito, count nyo from March to May. April, May, diba? So, 2 months. Bakit po may 0.5? Picture po ba yan? Charot. So, yung 0.5 na yun, it is equivalent to the half of month because 20 minus 5 is 15 and 15 is the half of a 1 month. That's why 2.5 ang ating time. Okay, kapag pinag-multiply natin tong tatlo na to, ang kakalabasan niya is 1,125 pesos. So, ang answer natin is Miguel pays 1,125 pesos in interest to redeem his laptop, given the pawn shop charges 3% simple interest. Okay, so yun. Tapos na tayo sa discussion. At ang exciting part ay here's your assignment. So next week, tsatsyakan natin tong isang assignment na to. Isulat nyo na lang siya sa yellow bond paper. Okay. For the reference, I've used these three different links, of course, for the learning objectives, for the definitions, so on and so forth. So ayun, thank you so much for listening. I hope you've learned something from my presentation, and next week, ang ituturo ko naman is compound interest. See you and goodbye!